Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of Sneaky Tech Travels. So for today's episode, it's quite special for me and quite personal because we're going to feature a car release. A car release actually that's for me, and this is a vehicle that is something that I've always wanted for quite some time already. And this is the 2023 Ford Ranger Raptor. So samahan niyo ako and let's get that car. And of course, I'll also be going to provide you some background kung kailan, paano, bakit ko ito pinili. So it's gonna be a good day for everyone. So tara, samahan niyo ako. Let's go. Alright, so we're on our way to the dealership to get the unit. And of course, for everyone who's actually going to get their new car, this is something that's quite really exciting. Well, siguro just to give you a quick background kung bakit yung Ford Ranger Raptor yung pinili ko. Ever since I think 2 years or 3 years way back, matagal ko nang gustong magkaroon ng pickup truck. So I'm sure for those people na especially in the US, no, they don't want to call it like just a pickup car, but they want to call it like a truck. So matagal na ako nakakita ng mga pickup trucks like mga Hilux, mga Navara, ganyan. And nung una, hindi ko talaga siya magustuhan kasi feeling ko in terms of the space, hindi talaga siya swak dun sa everyday lifestyle ko, no? Kasi I go to office once in a while, may mga, of course, may mga personal lakad din na ginagawa, pero hindi ko makita yung gamit ng space sa likod until such time na, kumbaga, siguro part of growing up, isa sa mga objectives ko really is siguro yan pagkaroon ng negosyo. And siguro I think one of the key factors also is when I'm doing some of the errands na madalas kong ginagawa, especially when maintaining the house. So minsan nagpapagawa ako ng bahay, nagpapa-renovate ako ng mga mga parts ng bahay like sahig, tiles, ganyan, yung likod ng bahay kung kailangan sementohan. So minsan pag pupunta ako ng hardware, hindi kinakaya ng sasakyan na to yung laki at saka yung bigat nung mga materyales, no. So and then napansin ko, of course, napansin ko na yung mga ibang kumukuha ng gamit dun sa hardware store, they bring their own pickup trucks, and sobrang versatile, sobrang dali para sa kanila na kumuha ng mga gamit na yon. So at that point naisip ko, parang siguro medyo, kumbaga, yung pickup trucks ngayon, hindi lang siya talaga for utility alone kasi siguro over the years, because of the technology, hindi lang yung features ng pickup trucks ngayon, or ng pickup trucks ngayon, para na siyang can actually compete in terms of convenience, in terms of the features, security features, in terms of the amenities of a sedan car or a hatchback car like this, no? So during that time, so inisip ko siguro sabi ko one day kuha ko ng pickup truck, and siguro and of course gusto ko sana is yung apart from its utility is okay siyang i-drive. So para ka pa rin gumagamit ng hatchback or ng sedan na pwede mo siyang gamitin, pwede siya both for your personal, the usual lakad, day in, day out, maybe sa opisina, sa kliyente, sa usual weekend lakads, and at the same time, kung all of a sudden kailangan mong gumawa ng errands, at that errand requires you to have a vehicle to be able to carry heavy materials, And that's actually the time that I realized that a pickup truck would be a good vehicle to purchase. So with all of the pickups, I've always been eyeing for something that's pretty huge, medyo wide, but not as wide as the like the super high-end pickup trucks like the F-150 or the Jeep, which quite frankly I'd really love. If I have all the money in the world, yun ang bibilin ko. Kaso I think for practical reasons, dahil maliliit yung mga kalsada dito sa Pilipinas, you actually have to look for a pickup truck na swak yung size niya sa mga sa size ng mga kalsada dito sa Pilipinas. As a matter of fact, kung iisipin mo yung laki mismo ng Raptor, medyo wide na siya, no? Pero it's still capable, I mean, it's wide compared to those normal pickup trucks. Pero it's something that's still capable of going through the average roads here in the Philippines. Kahit na yung siguro mga average size na eskinita, kaya niya. Well, of course, it's a different story altogether if you're using like a sedan like this one, which I really love. Dahil like this one actually is a Honda Jazz 2015. By the way, this is not sponsored, so Honda baka naman. But yung small cars like this are able to really traverse to almost all kinds of narrow streets here in the country. Pero in terms of getting the Ford Ranger, pretty much yung size niya swak pa rin dun sa mga kalsada dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. So dati hindi ko talaga pinapansin yung mga pickup trucks kasi para sa akin parang sila pare-pareho lang eh. So until such time that there was one point na pumunta ako sa mall and meron dong isang nakapark na malaking truck na very stylish, na isipin mo parang hindi siya basta pickup lang, parang meron siyang dating. And later to find out, it was actually the last generation of the Ford Ranger Raptor. And yun, that's the time that I started considering na parang pwede palang, parang okay naman palang bumili. Parang okay pala bumili ng ng pickup trucks. And then of course, as time goes by, nakikita ko na I give more attention in terms of the style, in terms of the comfortability, in terms of the features of all the pickup trucks that I see on a daily basis, on a normal basis. And that actually opened up the idea, or that actually gave me the idea na parang, hoy, iba na talaga yung mga pickup trucks na ginagawa ngayon. Maybe because of the technology and because of the evolution in terms of how car makers are able to design not just a utility vehicle but also an overall vehicle that offers both utility and comfort. So this 2023 Ford Raptor has been released, I think about 2 weeks ago. Pero siguro early last year pa or 2 years ago pa, nirelease na to sa ibang markets, US and Australia. And yung mga Pilipino, here in the Philippines, matagal talaga kaming naghintay. A lot of drivers really waiting kung kailan ilalabas itong new generation Raptor ng Ford, Ranger Raptor. And apparently, ang una nilang nilabas last year was the new generation Ford Ranger overall. Ito yung XLT, XL, and the Wild Track. So last year pa lang, so nung nilabas nila yung Wild Track, maganda. It was more bulkier. It was feature, the technology is really good. Particularly, of course, everyone knows yung malaking screen sa gitna, and that's the reason why a lot of people got indulged in terms of getting this pickup truck rather than just buying a normal car or a normal sedan or a normal SUV for that matter. And quite frankly, nung una ko nakita yung new generation na Ranger, particularly the Wild Track, sabi ko, parang okay to parang siyang Raptor. Yung laki niya, yung tindig niya is okay na siya. And I've been trying to I've been trying to, how would say it, para akong ping pong na in terms of this deciding whether I'm going to buy that truck already or hindi pa. Kasi ang ganda eh, especially the 4x4 wall truck na ginagamit ng iba for overlandings, yung nilalagyan nila ng tent sa taas, no? So at saka yung ginagamit na for long drive. So I told myself, okay na to. At that point, alam ko na there is a possibility definitely na ilalabas pa rin yung Raptor version ng Ford Ranger dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya lang, ang problema, ang tanong dyan is kailan? So ang tagal, di ba? Matagal siya. To the point na nangangati ka ng bumili ng sasakyan. Pero at the same time, iniisip mo, baka may dumating na bago or may baka dumating na mas maganda. So parang gano'n, no? Hindi iba to dun sa relationship na parang meron na kayong relationship tapos naghihintay ka pa ng mas maganda. So iba yun iba usapan yun, no? Okay, so hindi okay yun. so anyway, so nung nakita ko yung wall track, una ko agad nagustuhan was the 4x4, the wall track, and sabi ko perfect to for overlanding. And usually ang ginagawa ng mga bumibili is that they get this Ford wall truck and then they modify it, no? Dinadala nila yan sa mga garage, dinadala sa mga shops. I'm sure maraming shops dyan na nag-modify, nag-upgrade ng pickup trucks to make it suitable for overlanding and for off-roading purposes. Even the features of the Raptor, kaya na nilang gayahin, like say for example the bumper, yung wheels, no? They can already convert a 4x4 wall truck for it to look like a Ford Ranger Raptor. So pero at the back of my mind, iniisip ko merong ibang features kasi na hindi kayang gawin itong shops na to, irregardless in terms of how they upgrade some of the parts of the vehicle itself, no? Particularly una sa akin is yung instrument cluster, no? So yung instrument cluster kasi nung wall truck, for me it's nice pero medyo makitid siya as opposed to the Raptor. So I forgot how many inches to, no? I think 8 inches ata yung nasa wall truck. And the Raptor has 12 inches. So that small increment, when you're using that car on a daily basis and looking at those information, malaki yung difference noon, no? Of course, particularly for the big trucks like F-150, you're thinking of a big car na parang iniisip mo bagay ang malaking cluster doon sa sasakyan. Another thing is the yung upuan, no? The way it's designed. Yun yung medyo mahirap gawin ng mga shops. I actually don't know kung may mga shops right now na or may mga suppliers right now dito sa Pilipinas na they can also manufacture how a Raptor seat really looks like and have that installed on the wall truck. Pero to me, that's something na talagang innate sa Raptor, no? Pangatlo is the features of the vents, no? So the features of the vents. Later on, pag nakuha yung sasakyan, and I think as this video goes, no, I'll show you how it looks like for your better appreciation, no? So yung vents na meron siyang highlight na cool orange, mahirap kasing i-modify yun, no? So that's another feature that's innate on the Ranger Raptor. What else? Yung shape nung katawan, the width of the standard width of the body of the Raptor has originally been designed to be a bit wider than the wall truck itself, no? So for those people who are modifying the wall truck to look like a Ranger Raptor, naglalagay sila ng fenders para magmukhang malapad yung sasakyan, which is fine. Pero by the time you have that part beside Raptor or Ranger Raptor, dun mo makikita na mas maluwag talaga or mas malapad talaga yung Raptor Even without customizing it, kasi doon pa lang sa main body niya malaki na talaga siya. Doon pa lang sa kanyang it's, I think it's not the chassis but the entirety of how the body was designed. It was really designed to be wider than the Ford Wildtrak. Now, of course, all the rest of the features like the Fox suspension, yan, yung ano pa ba? Yung tires, 'di ba? Yung grills, front grills, lahat yan kaya na i-customize yan. Pwede na i-modify sa Wildtrak to make it look like, you know, pretty similar with the Ford Ranger Raptor. I tried my best to really, you know, hold myself of not purchasing the Ford Wildtrak. And again, don't get me wrong, I really love the Wildtrak 4x4 to the point that there is an available unit at the dealership, and I was parked in front of the dealership and I was thinking, kukunin ko na ba to? No, kukunin ko na ba to? And at that time, hindi ko alam kung ilalabas pa yung Raptor dito sa Pilipinas. There was an instance na nilabas ang Raptor sa Manila International Auto Show sa MIA, and yung Raptor naka-ano lang siya, naka-ganon, naka-display lang siya sa gilid, and they were actually promoting a different new vehicle, which I think that was at Ford territory, no? Pero there was a Ford Raptor at the side, but there was no announcement about when it's going to be released, ano yung specs niya, no? So nung nakita ko yun, and buti na lang nakita ko yun before nangyari yung nandun ako sa tapat ng dealership at kating-kating na akong bumili ng Wildtrak. And I keep telling myself, baka dumating baka dumating na. So medyo hirap kasi I'm sure maraming bumili ng Wildtrak last year because of the and the real and the thing that they really wanted was the Ranger Raptor. But because there was no clear timeline as to when Ford Philippines are going to release the Ford Ranger Raptor, bumili na sila ng Wildtrak and have that modified, no? So so during that time nung nakaparada ako, siguro I was parked in front of the dealership for I think an hour and a half. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, tama na. Hintayin ko na lang, give it 2 months or 3 more months. Pag hindi pa rin lumabas yung Ranger Raptor, bibili na ako ng 4x4 na Wildtrak. Kasi gusto ko na talagang magkaroon ng pickup truck. So eventually, after a few weeks, I think 3 weeks yata or 2 weeks from that time, naglabas ng teaser ang Ford Philippines saying na nagkakaroon ng schedule for the release of the Ford Ranger Raptor. And doon ko sinabi na parang, oy, finally, yung hinihintay ko nandito na. Now, of course, alam natin sa mga bagong sasakyan, yung release ng isang sasakyan, lalo na pagbago, mahirap kumuha ng sasakyan. Laging pila yan So it's a normal thing here in the Philippines. But I think pretty much also in the US and in other countries, no, mahirap kumuha, no. It's difficult to get the car that you want, especially if it's a new model. It takes some time before the plant is able to cope up with the demands of the market, lalo na if that new car has a big demand or has a huge demand or something that's highly sought after. And quite frankly, I'm lucky today na 1 week before just 1 week after the formal release of the Ford Ranger Raptor, my dealer was able to get me 1 unit. Syempre, unfortunately I have to pay a huge premium to be able to get one. Pero para sa akin, for a car that I've been waiting for almost 2 years, and okay na sa akin. Okay na sa akin 'yon. Kasi kung feeling ko na I'll be going on a normal queue na maghihintay ako, especially for cash buyers, matatagalan niya siguro, mahina na yung 6 months before you're able to get a unit na allocated para sa'yo. Kasi syempre negosyo to so uunahin ng mga dealerships, nothing against the dealerships, no. It's actually a sad, they wanted to make the most out of these new models to make money out of it, diba? So either uunahin nila yung mga under loan financing, uunahin nila yung mga tao na willing to pay with cash, but they have to pay extra wherein they pad the additional pricing, let's say over insurance. So say for example, ang insurance lang would cost you what, 25,000 or 35,000 at most. Presyohan niya ng kasa ng 165,000 or 180,000 or 200,000. Kasi doon nila kukunin yung yung kita nila. Kasi kung bibigay nila yung truck or yung kotse na yon at the SRP, and the buyer pays in cash, overall maliit to wala silang kikitain. So that's a sad reality. And syempre for those people who really wanted to get the unit ahead of everyone else, they have to pay an extra cost. Unfortunately, not everything is for free. So sometimes you get what you pay for, and that thing that you pay for is actually the first person or one of the first few batches to be able to drive that first newly released na car. Pretty much I'm very excited, just like a normal person, no? I am really excited to drive this. We'll try to come up with I'll try to come up with another episode that I'll be showing you the features, how it drives from an owner's perspective, not from a typical car reviewer's perspective. Kasi I love car reviewers. I love the channels that's doing car reviews. Ang problema kasi is that there's a huge difference if you're going to feature a car na ikaw mismo bumili at magagamit mo siya on a day-to-day basis. Doon mo makikita yung nitty-gritties ng sasakyan. Okay, so we're almost here. Okay, typical na ayaw mamigay ng talaga dito sa Pilipinas. Mag-rant ako dito sa video na to, no? Dito talaga sa Pilipinas, walang pa ba't mahirap magbigay. Pagbigyan yung mga kapwa drivers. Anyway, we're here. We're almost here. Actually, we're here at Ford Baliwag. Ford Baliwag was really nice enough to accommodate our purchase, and pretty much they made the way for us to be able to get a unit for the Ford Ranger Raptor. So, ito na tayo. Okay, so we're here at Ford Baliwag. Let's get in and see the unit. Yeah. Yan yung kanilang isa sa mga bagong units, right? It's just dito, titanium, Everest titanium. No, territory. Yes. May ribbon pa yan, no? Tayo sa mga photo ops ata. Okay, so they asked us to wait for a few more minutes, actually for a few more hours, because kasi they wanted kasi dun sa tint ay wala pang tint yung kotse, and I need to see for myself how the tint looks like. So when they're preparing the unit, wala muna siyang tint. And dito ako mamimili nung shade ng tint.
Okay sir, ito yung napili mo, Raptor.
Oh, ang tagal ko hinihintay siya. Ikot ko lang natin.
Ikot mo sir.
Ito siya. Joanne, say hi. Hello. Mamaya interview natin siya. Ayan. Casual. Ito. Okay. Typical. Okay. So we're going to choose the tint that we're going to use. Ayan ang magandang tanong dyan. So hindi yung kasama na. So hindi siya masyado madilim. Ito.
Hindi naman po. Hindi po siya.
Pero ito pag nasa windshield,
ay,
madilim na siya.
medyo
hindi na siya okay.
Hindi po kasi siya
Bro, sa windshield natin, ano mas okay? Ito. Tapos all the rest, ito.
Ligrado po ba yung mata niyo, sir?
Awan ng
Nagsasalamin
Diyos,
po
wala
ba
pa
kayo?
naman.
Okay
So
lang
far.
po to.
Okay. Sige.
Malinaw po ito, malinaw.
Okay. Yan na lang, bro.
Ito na lang po.
Sige. Silipin ko lang,
Ito po kasi, yung likod, ito rin.
Oh, yun.
Kayo po, ano...
Good. Ito yung likod, harap likod.
din.
Ito yung gilid.
Kasi medyo pick up kasi to eh.
Correct.
Maliit lang naman to, since ito din yung likod natin. Ito yung apat na side.
Right, sige. Yung price niya, same naman din, no? Across all. Same naman. Si Kuya pangalan to? Si Kuya Randy, sige, pakiano naman yan. Okay. Konti lang yung aking followers pa, pero sige. Saan to, sir? Yung cover nung recovery points, no? Pati sa harap. Gets,
Meron na rin po siya.
Yep. Okay. Sige. Ayan.
Para habang pinipin, waiting po tayo sa
Right.
permahan po tayo.
Sige. Yan. Sino nga pala sila? Hindi ko na
Ako po si Kuya Randy,
Kuya Randy, hello.
Kuya Carl.
Kuya Carl, kayo na bahala sa sakyan natin, eh. Kayo na bahala. Gawin mong mukhang Cadillac, ha? Yan, So, we're going to sign some papers for LTO registration, etc. yata to.
I-endorse ko po kayo, sir, para din sa warranty and services po natin.
Okay. Sige, thank you.
Sige, sir.
Sir, bali, double check ko lang po yung customer information natin kung tama po. But owner's manual, sir, ito po yung owner's manual. Bali, maliit na lang siya, sir, hindi na siya ganun parang libo.
Oo nga, no? Liit niya ngayon.
Diba dati ganun po?
Yes.
Ngayon, maliit na. More on ano na to, sir, sa makina na. Halos.
Okay.
Hindi na siya sa...
I mean, nung features nung ano.
Wala na, sir. More on makina. Guides na lang.
Kasi yung manual niya, online?
Opo, sir.
Okay.
Online.
It is what it is.
And
Okay.
then, sir, warranty booklet, dadali mo siya once na magpapa-PMS tayo. Kasi
Right.
ito i-record ni SA, Service Advisor, yung dadali.
Correct. Understood.
Po yan. And then, warranty. Sa tools naman, sir, libre yung jack 1-piece tie wrench and matting natin. Yung matting standard lang, sir. And tie wrench po, nandun lang po sa may likod ng kuha natin. Mamaya, sir, check na lang.
Okay.
Doon na tayo sa may service interval. Pag sinabing service interval, ito po yung PMS, preventive maintenance or oil change po.
Right.
Every 10,000 kilometer or 1 year, whichever comes first.
Whichever comes first. Alright, go.
And then sir, ERA card, ito po yung ERA card natin. Yan po sir, tinatawag po yan na free towing.
Wow, okay. Good for how many years?
Good for 3 years po yan. 80 kilometer lang po yung ano niya, yung nasa sakop.
Radius.
Radius niya po.
Okay.
Or, ayun po, 80 kilometer. Pinakamalapit lang na Ford tayo dealership dadalhin, sir. Once na nalagpas na natin yung 80 kilometer, babayaran niya natin.
Okay.
Vehicle warranty, sir, since next gen na po siya na Raptor, ano po yan, sir? 5 years or 150,000 kilometer.
Whichever comes first. Ayan. So, kuya, sabi mo, tayo ba yung unang nirelease na Raptor?
Dito po sa Baliwan.
Sa Baliwag, oo. So, dapat pala i-celebrate natin to.
Yes, sir. Papatugtog tayo.
Papatugtog mamaya ng party, no? Si kuya, sabi niya. Hintayin natin matapos yung tint. So what they're saying is that we're the first customer of Baliwag, Ford Baliwag for the Ford Raptor, and I'll show you the proof. It's on the plate number pala. There you go. Number 1. Tayo yung una na nakakuha ng unit. Tayo yung unang release here at Ford Baliwag. Okay, may Vespa dito. owner nito kasama sa Vespa Club. So, demo daw ng unit done. Hello, ano pa? Sige, ano pa alam mo?
JM po.
JM, salamat.
Congrats po. Okay.
Ayan, aking mabait at ano.
Sir, start tayo sa Tipo muna.
Yes, right.
Sa T, sir, may Ford na rin kayo sa akin, sir.
No, wala pa. First ko na Ford.
Sa akin naman, sir, maliban, sir, dun sa Ford Pass natin, pwede mo, sir, kanya, sir, nag-park tayo sa labas. Mainit. Siyempre, sir, yung init nandun sa loob. Minsan, sir, ginagawa nila, ino-open pa yung pagsakay natin, pinopen pa yung pinto para sumingaw muna yung...
Yes.
Yung ano. So, sa Ford, sir, pwede siya, sir, buksan yung bintana. By unlock lang to, sir.
Kaya lang naka-teen siya ngayon.
Opo. Just hold nyo lang, sir, for like 5 seconds po. Para
alright.
magbaba po yung sabi.
Para nakita ko to sa wild track. Correct.
Para, opo. Sa mga Ford, sir, pwede po
Yes.
siyang gawin.
Yes, okay.
Then, ayun, sir, sa front naman natin, sir, we have 6 sensor po sa harap. Ano sir, sa likod din po.
Okay.
Then, 360 camera. We have 1 camera in the sa harap po, sa sides, saka sa likod po.
Okay.
Ayun, sir, then LED matrix natin ng headlights.
Okay.
Ang kaganda naman, sir, ngayon, sir, sa Raptor, pag lock na po yung sa key natin, lock na rin yun sa tailgate natin.
Okay, good.
Sa iba kasi, sir, kahit nakalock yun, sir, open pa din yun, nahahatak pa din. So,
okay.
yan, sir, nakalock siya, hindi na rin po nabubuksan yun sa
likod.
Opo.
Alright.
Ayun, sir.
Okay, sige. Okay.
Dito, sir, okay na rin po kayo dito, sir.
Sige, pakita natin. Sama
Opo,
natin sa ano.
Dito naman, sir, basta nandito sa hawak natin yung susi, yung sir, 1 meter.
Yeah.
Malapit sa ano, para mag-unlock po siya.
Yes, okay.
Again,
Same as
sir,
my car.
dito, sir. Then, kung mapapansin niyo, sir, dito, si Ford, sir, meron siyang features na ganito para, just in case, sir, na may, kunyari, sir, sa expressway tayo or sa nasa daan na tayo, may sasakyan sa left side natin or sa right side, iilaw po, sir.
Yeah. Blind spot monitoring.
Blind spot, opo.
Yes.
Blind spot, sir. Para if ever mag-signal light tayo turning left, para may warning po na sounds na marinig yun, sir.
Sige, doon tayo sa loob. Upo ako sa kabila.
Sige, sir.
Hindi. Okay lang ako. Dito ako sa kabila. Para wait. Dito tayo sa kabila.
Dito, sir, basta naman, sir, nakalock po to. Unlock and lock. Totally, sir, yung buong device, vehicle naman natin, ganun din po.
Okay.
Pati, sir, din sa tank niya po.
Okay.
Gasoline tank niya. So, pag papakarga tayo, sir, unlock lang natin to. Open na po
Doon siya na.
Opo.
Hindi siya na separate
Hindi na po tayo,
na.
sir, nag-open pa dito sa baba.
Gets.
Opo.
Okay.
Then, sa adjustment lang naman, sir, ng mga window, adjustment po sa mirror po natin, saka sa folding po ng side mirror.
Right.
Engine start ko na, sir.
Sige.
Para makita po. Congrats, sir, ha. Napakaganda, sir, ng ano niyan, ng cluster at infotainment system.
Okay.
Ayun, sir. Dito, sir, pagka-start, sir, ng engine natin, sir, automatic, sir, nandito siya.
Correct.
Sa automatic na lights na siya. Para, sir, kapag, sir, nasa madilim tayo, automatic na, sir, under yung ilaw.
Okay.
Paglabas natin, sir, doon, pag maliwanag na po, mamatay naman po yung ilaw. Under lang, sir, yung daytime running lights.
Okay.
So, pag gusto lang naman natin, sir, i-off to, ikot na lang to, sir, papunta dun sa parang off niya. Pero ang gumagana na lang dyan, sir, yung daytime running.
Yung sig lamp na lang.
Opo. Then, pag sa mga other na ilaw niya, sir,
Okay.
parking lamp, ayun po, automatic na ano po, na
Right.
ilaw. Then, ito, sir, kung makikita niyo, sir, yung plus A minus, dun sa dimming niya, sir.
Yes, gets.
Dimming niya sa cluster at saka sa infotainment system.
Gets.
Pag gabi, sir, na sisilaw tayo, dahil sa laki ng monitor niya, pwede yun, sir, inahanin ito.
Okay.
Dito lang, sir.
Okay, clear.
Then, sa steering wheel naman, sir, napaka-sporty, sir, parang sports car na yung ano, kasi may paddle shift na, sir.
Right,
Apo. Dito, sir, sa left side, ito, sir, yung sa cruise control. Adaptive cruise control po siya.
Okay.
So, nakatry na rin kayo, sir, ng adaptive.
Yeah, sanay na.
Ayun, sir. So, dito, sir, ang kagandahan naman niya, sir, talagang hindi na tayo papahirapan, sir, kapag drive, kapag mga long drive.
Yes, adaptive siya.
Opo, ang kagandahan din, sir, adaptive talaga.
Correct.
Kasi mismo nag-brake.
Yes.
Unlike, sir, sa cruise control.
Correct.
So, sa right side naman, sir, about, sir, sa cluster, yung mga may isa-set tayo dyan, sir, dito sa cluster, dito po yun.
Yep.
Then the badge po, yung mga stitching po na sa steering wheel.
Right.
Dito tayo, sir,
Sa kabila. Sa kabila daw tayo.
Dito, sir, sa infotainment system niya, meron tayong home button for the radio, phone, media, for CarPlay, Android Auto. Maliban, sir, din sa manual natin na physical manual natin, meron pa tayo, sir, dito. Para
Yes.
if ever, sir, gusto natin pag-aralan yung unit pa, nandito po siya. So may mga category dyan sir. Pag gusto natin mas makilala pa yung unit natin, mapag-aralan, dito lang siya sir.
Okay.
Then, sa radio, sorry sir. Dito sir may mga nakaset na playlist, pero it's up to you sir. Pag may time kayo sir, pwede nyo pong hanapan ng mga malinaw na signals po sa inyo po, sa location, no? Then, sketch po kapag
Yeah.
yung mga kiddos po, pwede siyang mag-draw dyan sir, drawing.
Okay.
Then, calculator sir, meron din siya.
Okay.
So, kung gusto mo sir, compute yung mga may utang sa inyo.
Basta hindi ako yung may utang.
Oo po,
tayo
yun yung
dyan.
kagandahan naman sir. Yan. Then, games po, other games pa sir.
Okay.
Pantanggal ano yan sir eh. Inip. Then mga pin po.
Okay.
Dito naman sir. Ayan sir, dito naman sir, dito na tayo sir magsaset ng mga features niya na kung gusto niyo sir i-on off ng feature. For example sir, itong auto hold.
Yeah.
Familiar na kayo sir sa auto hold na features po.
Sige lang, go.
Opo, auto hold sir, yun sir, pag traffic sir, if ever sir na, di ba sir, pag traffic automatic yung sasakyan, pag alis ng paa natin sa brake,
Under siya, yes.
So si auto hold sir, pag traffic sir, pag activated siya, pag inalis natin yung paa natin sa brake, naka-hold lang.
Naka-hold siya. Okay.
Then gas lang tayo ulit, brake, stop ulit siya.
Clear.
So ganun sir. So
Clear.
gusto niyo sir activate yun, i-on nyo lang po natin.
Okay. Okay.
Yun sir. Tapos kung mga ibang mga features pa dyan sir, check natin sir. Pero dito sir sa vehicle, mirror sir, auto fold. So pag
Okay.
nilock natin sir yung dun sa key fob natin sir, mag-fold na po yung window. So on na natin to sir.
Okay.
Para sir
Okay.
na. Kaya sir, pag may gusto kayo sir i-on and off na features dyan, dito lang to sir.
Understood.
Opo. Then the 360 camera sir.
Okay.
Ayun sir.
Yes.
Ang
Okay.
ganda naman sir sa Raptor ngayon sir, even nakabukas sir yung pinto, nakikita mo pa rin sir yung sa camera.
Yes.
Sa ano kasi sir, ibang unit kasi namin sir, pagbukas yung left territory sir, pagbukas yung pinto,
Hindi
magbablock
lalabas.
na yun sir.
Ah,
Magbablock na
oo.
siya. So, kagandahan sa Raptor sir, ayun pa, kita pa rin natin.
Nag-fit pa rin yung camera
Opo,
niya. Yes.
kita pa rin yung camera. Ayun sir. Then dito naman sir sa review mirror natin, may naka-prepared na po dito na USB sir na if ever sir magpalagay kayo ng dashcam.
Clear.
Opo, plug and
Galing.
play na rin din siya. Hindi na sir magbabak.
Dashcam na dito.
Opo, hindi na sir magbabaklas pa yung mag-i-install ng dashcam para hanapan na
nakaabang
ng
na
power supply.
Power. Okay, good.
Then dito sir, yung mga auxiliary natin, if ever sir palagay kayo ng accessories
Yes.
or lights po, may nakaabang na rin sir dito.
Clear.
Para ino-open nyo na lang. Then lagayan sir ng case. Yung e-shifter natin sir, park reverse neutral drive. Dito sir may button siya dito para ma-transfer mo sir kung saan yung dito sir sa taas.
Okay.
Then yung manual sir na button nasa left side po.
Okay.
Para sa pag nag-manual tayo, dito na sir sa paddle shift sir.
Okay. Okay.
So si Raptor lang din sir meron yung ganda. Kasi
Okay.
sir sa ibang Ranger variant natin sir, pag nag-manual tayo, nandito sir yung plus,
Plus,
and minus.
minus.
So ang gandahan sir sa Raptor, sporty talaga siya sir.
Okay.
Dito na sir yung paddle shift niya. Plus and minus natin sir.
Clear.
Then the handbrake sir.
Yes.
Electronic na rin siya sir, hindi na yung traditional natin dati.
Familiar tayo dyan.
Opo. So, same with the traditional na handbrake sir, pag pababa, deactivate ng handbrake, pag pataas, activate yung handbrake.
Yes.
Then yung park assist sir,
Yes.
Raptor sir, adaptive, ano po siya, may park assist po siya. Traction control sir,
Okay.
saka yung mga modes na po.
Understood.
Opo. So, modes na sir ni Raptor.
Okay.
Then drive
Yes.
mode sir,
Familiar ka
off
dyan.
then. Magandahan sir talaga yung sa seats niya sir.
Ito. Yan
Parang
yan.
siyang gaming seat na talaga,
Exactly.
gaming chair na talaga sir.
Racing
talaga
chair.
yung seat.
Yes. Tatanggalin natin ito mamaya.
Opo.
Okay.
So far naman sir, yun naman sir. If ever sir may questions pa kayo sir, just ask na lang din po si OAN. Tapos we'll try our best sir para masagot po yung mga questions.
Okay.
Congrats sir.
Okay.
Congrats,
Salamat. Thank you, bro. Alright. There you go. ribbon.
Raptor.
Thank you, madam. Salamat. Thank you. Oo nga, patay. Oo nga daw. And aking sales. Thank you, thank you. Oh, meron siya ribbon. Ikaw mag-picture ko rin, ikaw yung owner. Okay na ba? So we finally got our car. I'd want to have a better shot on this from this angle. It's just that kakalagay lang nun tint. So magdidikit sana tayo ng camera over there so you guys have a better view of the car itself. Pero I was told that I think a week pa ata before I can stick something on the glass. So I'll try to get a better shot. Pero siguro at this point in time, ito muna. But definitely, like I said, I'll have another we'll have another episode wherein I'll give you a better view of the overall drive of this new car. So let me show you again the road. So ayan, there you go guys. So just wait for the next episode. We'll have a better view on this car. Again, thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, maraming salamat!